If you haven't seen the fight yet, the link of it is in the description. But before I start, I want to kind of give some credit to Screw Attack, because not a lot of people have the balls to go and piss off a fan base this big twice. If you were watching the panel live, like I was, you could tell from the cheers that most of the people in the audience wanted Goku to win. They were cheering for Goku. And then by the end of the fight, a lot of people left. They got up and left the panel because Goku didn't win. So I have to give props, because it's like it takes a certain amount of balls to stick with the result, even if it's like unpopular, and sit there in front of people and watch them walk out on you. That being said, there are some things that I thought could have been handled better, and that's what this video is about, starting with the fight. And I know the fight is there merely for entertainment purposes, and that what really matters are the stats of each of the characters. But if you look at Superman's dialogue, right, in the fight, throughout it, it's really pompous. Like, he's basically schooling Goku throughout all of it. Superman saying stuff like, "This ends now," or "out of my way," or making fun of the hair, or like, "You're too strong for your own good." Very, very cocky. The Clark Kent that I know is way more humble than that. And that's the thing. It's like, if you already know the end result, you already know that he's going to beat Goku, why do you have him look like a pompous douche? This guy, they had him walk casually through a Kamehameha. And I know if you're a Superman fan, that scene looks really badass, that he's just, able to walk through that shit. But if you're a Goku fan, that is kind of pretty much humiliating. So I kind of question the reason behind wanting to do that. Like, if it was done to make Superman look badass, I guess, mission accomplished. So I guess that's kind of okay. But if it was done to make Goku look like a joke, I mean, come on. Now, to be fair, I will say that there are some comments that I find problematic from people saying that if Goku could destroy the sun, he could beat Superman. As if the sun were just a fucking balloon that you could just, fucking pop, or a basketball that would just fucking disappear from a blast. If you destroy the sun, you really think it's just gonna fucking, just disappear like magic, evaporate? No, okay? If a star like the one that we have here, our sun, were to explode, it wouldn't just mean the destruction of Earth. It would annihilate the entire solar system. And so the question would be different. It wouldn't be, can Goku beat Superman? It would be, can Goku tank the explosion of the sun? Unless Goku, immediately after destroying the sun, could find a way to instant transmission out of there, I mean, the explosion would still destroy the Earth. So that argument doesn't really make a lot of sense to me, because hypothetically speaking, if Goku destroys the sun, he destroys the Earth as well. And he is the protector of Earth. There is an entire movie, Battle of Gods, dedicated to Vegeta and Goku wanting to desperately prevent the destruction of the Earth. So it kind of creates a paradox in which, in order for Goku to beat Superman, he has to do something that would go against his ethics and his character traits. And so the question becomes, if he beats Superman that way, is Goku still Goku? Now, when it comes to Supes, the video itself spent some time describing one of Superman's newest abilities called Solar Flare. And I thought it was a missed opportunity because they didn't use it in the fight. So let me just describe briefly what this ability entails. In the comics, Batman is the one to explain this ability to Superman, because I guess Superman, he can't keep track of how powerful he is anymore. So the way Batman breaks it down is this. Solar Flare uses all of the solar energy stored within Superman's cells. Not his body, okay, but each of his individual cells. However, and this is important, Superman cannot use it more than occasionally, as it drains him from all the solar energy he has stored up, and there's a recharge time of 24 hours. And during this time frame, he is essentially human in his abilities. So he basically turns into a normal human being after he uses it for 24 hours. Sorry, my bad, I kept calling the power Solar Flare when its name is Super Flare. Fuck it. If Goku could instant transmission away from the explosion, he could survive that and then have a window of 24 hours to defeat Superman. The problem is, and this has been proven again and again, is that Goku does not like defeating enemies unless they are at their best. So they have Superman fry Goku's brain in the fight. And I kind of question, like, not why there's a rematch, because I really wanted to see a rematch, but more of like, why is there a rematch now, before Dragon Ball Super ends, with all the stuff that's been going on? Seriously though, give these two characters 2 more years, and I guarantee both of them will have newly improved feats under their belts. And that's another thing. I don't know why they decided to include like a mini section of Superman's feats after the fight. After we see Goku lose, there's a whole like, little segment about, oh, like Superman can do this and he's been able to lift this and et cetera, et cetera. But it's like, if you're a DBZ fan and you already saw Goku lose, you don't really care about that shit. You're like, oh man, whatever, fuck this. And so I think that could have been better placed before the fight, but whatever. I really did like how they used King Kai, and it's just kind of like giving like the message of the story or the moral of what Goku really is to people. Goku really wouldn't be as interesting of a character if he were like Superman, because each of these characters are designed to work under different contexts and they inhabit different worlds. I will say though that with the introduction of Lord Beerus, it does kind of work to expand the DBZ verse. And with that, I think they said, there's like 12 other dimensions or like 12 other worlds that have like incredibly powerful beings. So, but we haven't seen any of that. So again, I do kind of question why this fight needed to take place now and why we couldn't wait a little bit. But I guess it's just a matter of, giving people what they want. That's it for me. Thanks for watching. Like the video if you did. I appreciate that. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Comment down below. Tell me your thoughts about the fight. Thanks, guys. Bye. We will finally get the answer to Clark versus Sun, cape versus hair, steel versus key. The red capes are coming.